Hello there, dear viewers. This is Trestle242 again, and it's time for another episode of the Skyrim Let's Play. Yes, indeed. We're going back to Relvin's adventures.
For some fishing this week.
I don't know, Bully. It's getting dangerous outside the walls.
As you can see, I have a clock now, because I figured it would be quite useful. If you find a clock to be annoying, then I'll just turn it off.
I'm sorry you disapprove, Father, but I've made up my mind.
And, well, Kirava...
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Let's sate that appetite.
Let's see, do I have anything I could sell you? I only have 7 gold. You could have that ale. And you definitely won't have my water skin.
Come back and see us again.
Oh dear, this is actually not very good. I have to get up, and I think... Oh, there's their cooking pot. They have it all hidden away in a corner. That's quite strange. Let me see if I can cook something. Salmon steak sounds good. And then there's not much else I can cook. But maybe the salmon steak will be able to fetch me at least a little bit of coin. And then I figured it is late at night, but I don't think I'm that tired yet. So I should be able to... Well, I should be able to maybe go out in the wilds a little bit and see if there are any more flowers or things I could pick, since alchemical options...
What can I get you? Take a look.
Well, I figured that they might fetch a decent price at the alchemists, and I do indeed hope that Riften has an alchemist, and your civilized city should have one. I know that even Windhelm has one, and if Windhelm can manage it and Riften can't, then, well, that's terrible news for Riften. No, they're not very valuable at all. Well.
Come back and see us again.
And it does seem like a rather dangerous idea to go out into the night. I will see...
Yeah. What's your problem?
I will see,
New in town,
well,
eh?
what things look
Here
like
for a
outside.
fish.
I mean, I do have a sword, so I suppose I could defend myself if there was something utterly dangerous in the woods nearby. Well, at least around here it doesn't seem half bad. I've noticed you there. You've been standing around for quite some time. Are you alright, mister? Are you alright?
Huh? What do you want?
Do you work at the stables?
Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected.
Well, that's good. I've never been... I think horses are alright. I know my dear mother was... She wasn't fond of horses. She regarded them as sort of unnatural and rather frightening things. She said that a true Dunmer should never be accompanied by horses when there are far more civilized ways of riding. But we aren't in Morrowind anymore, so these rules cannot apply. And apparently you seem to be in some kind of trouble. What trouble, eh?
I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do.
Tell me the
I was able
details.
to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me.
Well, I guess I could help to pay off your debt. I suppose. I mean, I don't have any money right now, but once I do, I'll pay it off.
Oh,
maybe.
Thank you.
Speak to Sapphire about Shadow's
Be
death.
careful with
It
Sapphire.
appears she enjoys
She mixes with all
extorting the
sorts of
citizens of Riften, eh? That sounds no good. Sapphire, she might be that terribly rude woman inside the inn. I think that was her name.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your
You
problem?
there. Sapphire. It's you that I need to speak to. I would like to talk to you about Shadder's debt.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
Yeah, well, come on. You're just setting him up. Stop doing this.
I don't care. A deal's a deal. You can go back and forth
All right.
all you want. He just
I'll be
needs to
back.
pay.
I just need to get a bit of gold. And then I could perhaps pay my way, or maybe just try again to oh dear, I've been almost lost the word there. To simply pay my way, or otherwise get into the jail so I can speak to that strange Khajiit. You look quite frightening. I definitely will not talk to you. That's a lovely helmet you have on there. Quite fascinating.
Another run-in with a thief's guild.
And
Careful.
now, time to leave. I shall see what the wilds have to bring. I know that there has to be some. There are often some sort of wildflowers or similar that you can pick. I used to earn quite a bit of money doing just that back in Windhelm. And it is a surprisingly light night. Now let's just have an iron mace. And it is a bit better than my iron sword, so I shall wear that. And perhaps my black robes. Just to see, yes. Yes, this looks rather nice actually. I'm quite fond of I quite like that. I think that looks very good.
The Imperialists think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
I shan't comment about that.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
Excuse me. I just need to pick some.
You could
Yes,
say
there
the
we are.
Rathway is the city under the city.
Some
Dark,
flowers.
dangerous, no
Perfect.
place for decent folk.
And the stables now. Hello, my good sir.
Need a ride?
How much would it take? Would a
Where do
carriage
you
be?
want to go?
Oh dear, this is all quite expensive, so never mind. It's always good to see what your options are, you know. I might have to exit Riften in a hurry. I don't want to repeat that mistake when I foolishly assumed that the house was empty and just proceeded to, well, rob them blind, those merchants. I don't feel entirely proud of what I did there. I know that stealing is wrong, but sometimes, well... What? What on earth is going on? Novice Necromancer. Hanging Moss. Frost Miriam. Necromancer's Boots. Necromancer's Robes. Potion of Resist Shock and an Iron Dagger. Well, I suppose I could sell some of these. And, another Necromancer. With 12 Septims! Excellent! I'm just stealing all their stuff, so I can sell it later. Where on earth did they come from? I figured I could follow along the city walls. There would be less of a chance of encountering various horrible beasts. Well, there's not much around here. I don't see anything in the distance. But I know there just has to be some sort of, well, something around. There seem to be a lot of birch trees. Maybe they're poplars, I'm not entirely sure, but I think they are birches. Yes, I know. One should always. I hear sounds. Are you behind me? Sir? And I might have gotten some sort of dreadful disease. This is horrible. Wolf pelts. At least I hope I might be able to make something useful out of those. Or maybe just sell them. This is indeed horrible. I was not expecting to be attacked by wolves, although I suppose I should have expected it really, considering I'm just wandering about in the wilderness at night alone. Gourds, they might be useful. They're not, I think they're mainly just for eating. I've certainly used them for eating. A fox pelt, now that might be useful. Someone might pay for a fox pelt, if prepared. And I am a bit thirsty. Oh, that was a deer or something, I think. And yes, I will still keep my mace out because you never know. You never know. There might be something just out there waiting to pounce at you. Something terrible. An old cart. And a little fox. Some mountain flowers. Maybe something around here. I would rather not have to step in the stream. Oh! That's one of those, yes, indeed. One of those learned routes. There is some sort of magical story accompanying them, I think, and how they got their name, but I definitely can't remember it. You know, it's just one of those things you're told as a child, and then quickly forget. Because it's not an exciting little story. I tried to remember most things about Morrowind my mother taught me though, but she didn't teach me a whole lot. So, well... that is one of the reasons why I definitely won't follow that horrible man's suggestion of framing the Dunmer named Brandshay, because he told me he was selling genuine artifacts and objects from Morrowind, and I am definitely looking to learn. Oh yes, indeed. I would like to learn as much as I can about my homeland. I mean, that is my birthright, isn't it? It's everyone's birthright to know, to get to know where they come from and why. Blackbriar Lodge, eh? Well...
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Oh my goodness.
Damn you! Gods, no!
Come on! Stop blocking! Well, you have a torch. Let me just nick everything you have. Oh... was there someone else? I'm quite sure there was someone else. Yes, indeed. Where did you go? Oh God, please.
This is the end for you.
It may very well be. Did you really? Did I really? I cannot believe this. I just let my rage take over, and now they're dead. I feel a little sad about this, to be honest. Then again, they were trying to kill me, so it was only self-defense. I'm not a murderer. I am not a murderer. It's not murder if it's self-defense. and they were indeed trying to viciously attack me and kill me. So, oh, some chickens. Hello, chickens. Do you have any eggs for me? Yes, you do. I mean, they belong to people who are now dead, those eggs, so I don't exactly feel bad about stealing them. Wait a minute, this was the Blackbriar Lodge, wasn't it? And I just... Oh, well, I might be in even more trouble. Then again, as they say, in for a scepter, in for 1,000. So, well, I suppose I just have to deal with this, really. And dawn is getting closer, I think. And I honestly don't quite know where I am, I have to admit. Oh, is that another of those Nern routes? Or is that something else? It looks like some sort of route growing here. What is it? Oh, it was just the roots of the Nern route. I'll put the mace away. It's annoying to have it, to swing it at all times, and surely I won't be attacked, you know, literally everywhere I turn. This is the sign towards Riften. I must have gotten myself turned around somehow. Oh yes, this was that carriage I found. There are some more flowers I must have missed. Some sort of ruined building with a angry looking man. No, I won't go any nearer. You can sit there in your strange ruin and enjoy your life. I am not in the mood for getting murdered. And I think I might need a drink of water. Come to think of it, I might want to wear these fur objects. They're not... I mean, I suppose they're decent. And now it is time for me to drink. There we go. Now I at least feel a bit sated. You're just tiring work having to run around, well, killing people. Ooh, here are some more flowers. Perfect. Brilliant. And just me and the reindeer. It's quite peaceful really at this time of night. Oh, and the skeevers of course. Now where? I seem to... Where did it fall? It fell down somewhere. And... I can't seem to find it. It might be a bit easier to see it in daylight, but... Well... You never know. I just want to go to that light. I think it's another of those Nern routes. And, well, I would like to pick it. I've heard that they're worth quite a bit of money. And, as we all know, money is currently my objective. As well as flowers. Money and flowers. Or rather, the flowers shall lead me to money. I hope I don't get any ticks from walking around in this grass. It would be very unfortunate. Yes, there you are. Please stop making that noise. Thank you very much. And there are some more flowers. This forest is filled with flowers. It's a lovely place, really. Not as bad as Skyrim goes. I enjoy the weather a lot. It's so nice that it isn't as hideously cold and wretched as Windhelm. I really did not have a pleasant time of it in Windhelm. And now dawn is approaching. Would you look at that? The sky has become beautiful and pink. And I do believe it is time for me to make my way back to Riften. I'm still thirsty, are you kidding me? I suppose I shall have to go down to the stream and see if I can refill my water bottle. Or perhaps even drink. I mean, this is rather fresh water. It does look decent enough. Can I do that? I wonder. Well, I should see what happens. Can I create any form of items? Well, I can't make anything useful, that's for sure. And I have no need of firewood, since I intend to return back into the city, and I suppose I would have to ask them about if they could be so kind and please buy all the flowers. That's... what is that? A white skeever. And where did you fall, my unfortunate friend? I know that at least in Morrowind there used to be people who apparently ate rats. They said that there was quite good eating on them too. Rather delicious meal. Ooh, and there's a Persian over there. Now is it a foe or a friend? It looks like he's a traveler.
Are
Sir?
you feeling sick?
Actually, yes, I am. I'm feeling a bit strange and woozy ever since I got that wolf bite. Could you please cure me?
Stendar's light purify you of your ills.
Thank you, my friend.
Stendar be with you.
I would prefer not to. I don't worship Stendar. I have nothing against those who worship Stendar. It is perfectly fine and allowed to worship different gods. It's just that they are false gods. They aren't the real ones. So I don't really see the point. Hello there, fox. I won't hurt you. You are just a friendly animal about on your day. And I'm not here for... About what, exactly? About the reindeer? I honestly have no idea where I am. I've just been sort of aimlessly meandering around this place, and I do indeed believe that it is time for me to... This seems to be some sort of path, and I do believe that it is time for me to try to find my way back. I think... Oh, must be a hunting time for the wolves. So many of them are chasing the reindeer. I wonder if that was what that Vigilant of Stendar was complaining about. Oh, please don't. Please don't. That's right, you stupid wolf. That what happened when you mess with Romero. You end up dead. Oh, stupid skeever, do you have to? Where are you, you slithering little... Ah, they're disgusting, they spread so much disease. I feel terrible. Let me look at my map. Well, I'm quite far away from basically everything. And what it appears that I should do is simply to turn right on around and walk straight up. Which in hindsight has been rather obvious, I must say. But you know how it is. It's easy to get turned around when you're hungry and thirsty and ill as well. I hope I can find that vigilant person. It would be quite good, I think. And I do believe this is the right way. I don't quite know why I jumped there. Oh, yeah, yes,
Stendar's
there.
mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
Yes, well...
You're bloated with disease. The Vigilant of Stendar can help you, as long as you promise to never assist the Daedra.
Your face looks a little odd. But, sure, would you mind curing me? Since apparently I'm bloated with disease,
Stendar's light purify you
which
of
sounds
your ills.
horrible. But yes, you're apparently a vigilant of Stendar.
Yes. Our order was founded after the Oblivion Crisis. We dedicate our lives to facing the threat of Daedra wherever they appear. We're quartered in the Hall of the Vigilant. Keeper Carset heads Skyrim's branch of our order there, providing healing and justice as needed.
Well, alright. So you hunt
And
Daedra.
any other abominations that prey on mortals. Vampires, werewolves, witches. But the Daedra are the worst. Their callous disregard for our lives is abhorrent in the eyes of the God of Mercy.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say
None
any more
escape the
to
vigil.
this
All
man.
come into the light.
Since it is part... What is this? A skeleton. Bone meal and an ancient Nordic sword. Well, I might sell that as well. Oh, he was fighting these skeletons, eh? I see. And this one as well. I know that alchemists can use bone meal. And anyway, as I was saying, I really do hope that... Well, that they only hunt the lesser Daedra. Since if they... Oh, that was just reindeer. It frightened me not for a moment. Fallowstone Cave, eh? I don't want to go in there. That seems like a very dangerous place for someone like me. That is, someone who is quite attached to staying alive. And again, I have no idea. Oh, typical, I've gone completely the wrong way. I suppose I should see if I could wear some of that heavy armor I found. Well, found. Looted from a corpse, I suppose. Oof. It's quite valuable, but bloody heavy. This is decent, I suppose. And then iron sword. and mace. Steel mace is quite good. Ancient Nordic sword and ancient Nordic battle axe. No, no, I don't think I'm out. No, battle axes are not for me. I keep getting turned around in these woods. It's terrible. It was just that there was a path, and I follow the path. And now let me see where I am. Well, if we sort of go this way, I think I might be able to enter Riften through the... Then again, I'm so close to the actual path. This is so incredibly frustrating. Right, so I think what I can do is I can just walk this path. Let me see. Yes, and then as soon as it turns, I should turn. And I don't mind you, little fox. You can go on living your foxy life. And that's a wolf. Well, if you want to fight me, wolf, then go ahead. I don't look half bad in this plate armor. It makes me look a lot tougher than I feel, though. Let me see, where am I? Well, yes, I am on the correct road. I just have to be sure. You know, that map was one of the wisest investments. And indeed, I am getting rather tired. Escape totally. That might be useful. For something, I am not exactly sure what. More of these flowers. I might be able to do something useful with them. Even if it's just selling them to... Well, to someone. Occasionally there were people in Windhelm who would like to buy flowers, even if they were sold by a measly unmarried child. It didn't work as I got older, though. You need to be just young enough to be cute in order to sell flowers to people. And... well, I suppose I just wasn't cute. Now what's this then? A caravan, eh? Interesting. Oh my goodness, this is one of the Khajiit caravans. Wonderful. I've never been able to meet them before. Oh, this is excellent.
I'm getting out of here.
Why, Zainabi, what is happening? Miss, may I speak to you?
It is a strange sight. The white flakes that sometimes fall from the sky.
Not really, you get used to it. Who are you then? You are wearing plate armor as well. A good choice, I must say. You look incredibly strong and capable.
Bandits harass the caravans at every step, but Khajiit usually scare them off.
So the bandits are giving you trouble, eh?
A few days ago we were ambushed. A nuisance, really. But many of the marauders had quick fingers. One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cub. It is my only memory of home in this cold land.
Yes, I will do my best to get that amulet back. I can definitely... I know what it's like. Even if we are from two very different countries. We are from two very different cultures. I understand what that is like. To have lost the last ties to your homeland. And to your mother. So I will indeed help you.
Kind to offer. We believe the bandits are part of a group headquartered here. Be careful. I missed my amulet. But a life cannot be replaced as easily.
Thank you, dear friend. I shall do my best.
Lead you to warm sands.
Indeed. Thank you very much. You've been exceptionally kind and polite. Zainabi, and then who are you then? Dromarash?
The road makes this one weary.
I would not like training in the art of speech.
With us again.
I don't think I am... I honestly, I have no money. And Akari, is that your name?
So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one.
Have you had trouble with the locals?
Mostly, it is the Nords. They do not like outsiders in their land. And so we are forbidden to enter their cities.
Oh, I know what you
When
mean.
they look upon us, they see only pickpockets and skooma dealers. It is most unfair. But we do our best to ignore them.
Yes, that's usually the way. I grew up in Windhelm, and if you haven't been there yet, don't go. It's a horrible place, just full of prejudiced Nords. I know that our people have... I know that we used to commit various horrible deeds against your people, but please understand that this land is not a good place if you aren't a Nord. And how long have you been in Skyrim?
Not long, in truth. I came to Skyrim after I found myself unwelcome in both Elsewhere and Cyrodiil.
Oh.
I seem to have an unfortunate talent for getting myself involved in misunderstandings with the law. Rasad was able to look past that, and it was he who helped to set me up with a trade caravan. Now I work for him.
This Resad person seems quite,
May
well,
the
quite
road
reasonable.
lead you to warm sands.
Now then,
The
what
air
have you
is
got
so
for
clear
sale?
in Skyrim.
I understand
Who
that
can
about
see
misunderstandings of the law. I mean, I am a Dunmer. I grew up in the Grey Quarter. Sometimes I've had to do some things that weren't exactly legal. And right now I've had to commit acts of crime out of sheer desperation.
Take a look.
You have a lot of interesting things. Alchemical recipes. Backpack. Oh my goodness, that one is expensive, but it would be nice to have a backpack, I think. A cooking pot is also very expensive. Crendal's Drunken Song, that sounds rather interesting. Elsewhere Fondue, that looks delicious. Incredibly expensive. Glass Bauble, I don't know what I could use that for, I'm afraid. Lantern Oil. Moon Sugar. On the Nord's lack of creation myth. Interesting. You're selling diamonds? You're actually selling diamonds? Oh my goodness. And a Saxhleel silvered ring. I see. I see. I see what you have there. You're selling skooma. I am not exactly fond of such things. I shall sell you... You can have this sword. And... well, you can have my old clothes. They... Or perhaps I should see if I have anything that is still considered stolen. Not really. You won't pay me anything for my gourds, nor for my arrows. One dagger, and not that face mask. It will be very useful if I have to go somewhere filthy. And yes, I do believe that's it.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
I will, if I ever see you again. I certainly will. I've never been able to catch these ones when they travelled to the outskirts of Windhelm. My mother always told me not to mingle with the Khajiit, that you can't trust them, but, you know, come on. I know she was set in her ways, and certainly had those old-fashioned Morrowind beliefs, but come on. It's very hypocritical to, on the one hand, complain that we Dunmer are treated unfairly, and then do the same with these poor Khajiit, who have committed no crime other than simply being Khajiit. The same as I have committed no other crime than being born as I am. And it is in the morning, so hopefully some salesmen will be awake. They can't all be lazy bums around here. And I will be able to sell some of this stuff I have acquired. Yes, you sold weapons, I think. It beats everyone who's waking up right now. Very good. Ah yes, that was a jewelry salesman. Or well, sales lizard, can I say that? Or is that inappropriate? The Pawn Pro. This was some sort of general store, I think. Perhaps the blacksmith might like my weapons. Another dumber. How are you, Jesus Ulan?
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
Yes, I know how you feel. Putting some coin in your pocket is a very good thing. And now, let me speak to you, good sir.
Balliman perform miracles with steel, eh?
You do seem quite proud of your work, I must say.
Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
That is impressive indeed.
Well, it was.
Considering
Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
Well, I suppose I could get some for you, if you...
Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
Well, where could I find fire salts then?
A flame Atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale.
And, well... where might there be an alchemist then?
Nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
Genuine Falmer blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See into other people's...
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on.
Fine, I guess
I'll...
I'll...
stare all day or buy some armor?
Do you treat all your customers like this? Or is this just because I'm a dumber? Why?
Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm
yeah,
not
well,
out
me
to
neither.
make friends, and
I'm barely scraping by as well.
About your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better.
Well... actually, no, I'm not going to sell anything to you. Perhaps the blacksmith, perhaps he could use...
Bercy's afraid that someone's making a move to take the pawn prawn from
perhaps he could make use of some ancient Nordic weapons.
What brings you to Balliman today? Take a look.
I would like to sell some of my items. I suppose you could take the iron mace as well. And one of my armors. I certainly don't need it. There we are then. Oh goodness me, that plate armor was quite
Remember,
valuable.
Nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
Now that I am rich, I'm going to do this. Hello, Edda.
Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so bad?
Here you go, you may have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Until next time.
And I hope you get better with whatever you have. You don't sound quite well.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company, I suppose I could do worse. Bolly's around somewhere, planning to feed the poor with his nonsense about Mara.
Well, no thank you. I don't really care much about Mara, really.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Rare trinkets and the finest. Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine.
Let's see if there's something useful to buy here at the Prawn. Now that I've sold most of my rubbish.
Come on in, take a look
Oh
around.
well. I hope you're not angry with
Welcome
me.
to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you? Some may call this junk. Me?
I call them treasures.
That's good. I'm always a big fan of treasures. I won't buy that backpack because it's incredibly expensive. A tent would be very useful. Let me see, do you have anything? Cooking pots are quite useful as well. Oh, you have an incredibly expensive ring there, my goodness. You have rather a lot of things here. A lot of weapons. And wow, that ring is beautiful. You have the water skin. I already have one though, so I think I shall be alright. Actually, I just need to find the alchemist. I need to find the alchemist and see if I can sell some of these ingredients, or perhaps maybe even try to brew a potion of my own.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. Oh, he spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Sure, I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
Well, fine,
to oblivion
sir.
with all of you. You rich piles of dung walking by us like we're not there, pretending we don't exist. How dare you?
I'm speaking to you right now.
You think you know pain, do you? Try watching your wife and daughter burn alive after they've been ravaged by brigands. That's pain, my friend.
Don't miss out.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that. I would like to give you 1 coin if you would simply allow me, sir, please.
Edda, she's crazy as a loon, but at least she doesn't have the mind to realize what a horrible world this is. She's the lucky one.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Protect yourself right.
Now then,
Buy armor from
I
Relvin.
could seek out the alchemist. Or I could go into the jail.
Make love like a saber cat.
I haven't been to the lower parts of town. And oh yes, there's some stairs. Excellent. I'd just like to see what's going on. Oh, ugh, orphanage. Poor children. Without their parents. It cannot be easy. Especially not in this harsh land. No, I won't steal some fish. Oh, someone's house. That's not where I would like to go. This... what is this? A sewer entrance? No, thank you. Sack of flour. I definitely don't need a sack of flour. Why would they store flour here in such unsanitary conditions? We might take some wheat though, that might have some sort of alchemical use. Though you never know. You never quite know.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Is there anywhere here that might have... be some sort of... is this another person's house? Someone's house, yes. I'm sure that's someone's house as well. Yes. Someone's house.
Looking to stay alive? White.
Tomatoes, well, they're quite tasty. I suppose if I ever need a snack, they will be quite useful. I don't need any fish. I don't want to carry around a slimy fish. Can you imagine? Oh, there it is. That's the alchemist symbol. Excellent. Please tell me you're open. Yes, indeed.
You here for lessons like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something? Do you have any idea how busy I am? My mixture could be burning as we speak.
Well, why is your shop down here in the canal? Wouldn't it make more sense to have it somewhere, you know, where people might wander?
Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day that you get your hands on fresh nernroot or painted troll fat. It also makes it easier to gather water when the canal is right out the front door. Besides, I also prefer the quiet. I didn't open this business for browsing. Come in, buy what you need, and get out.
Well, alright, what have you got for sale?
So you're an alchemist then?
No need to sound like that. There's absolutely no need to sound like that. To be that unpleasant. No, I'm not going to sell you my Nern root.
Yes, goodbye.
Well, who might you to be?
This place has seen better days, but it's not my fault.
Ingun, you're one of the Blackbriars. He did mention something about an Ingun.
Where's my head? I never even greeted you properly.
Well, they say that a true alchemist taste tests his ingredients to know if they are poisonous or not. And this seems like a phenomenally stupid idea to me, but I suppose I should have to try. No harm can come from eating a blue mountain flower, surely. I just dip my pinky finger into the spoon meal. Tastes horrible. Just dry and coated tongue. Cardi's root is something, I know my mother spoke a bit about it, that it was sometimes used for making tea in the old country. I hope it's tasty. Yes, with a bit of bitterness. Well, they say that raw eggs are good for you. If you want to grow up strong, you should eat an egg raw every day and run up a mountain or something. So I suppose I shall have to do this. And another flower to wash out the taste of raw egg from my mouth. Well, it's not a taste that bad. It's a slimy feeling that coats your throat. Like, well, something slimy that coats your throat. These ones. I know you shouldn't pick them, the red mushrooms, and eat them. But if I only take the tiniest piece, smaller than my pinky nail, I should hopefully be alright. Yes, Frost Miriam. It's one of those spices used for cooking. Perhaps it also has alchemical properties. And maybe just a little bit of this moss. I know these ones are called Namira's rot, and Namira is the Daedric prince of decay and other such nasty things. So if I only take a tiny bit of this, I hopefully won't get poisoned. No, that was terrible. Disgusting. Non-root, please cleanse my mouth of that horrible taste. That wasn't much better. No, that wasn't good at all. Purple mountain flower, please cleanse my mouth. That's alright, that was just a flower. And then the red mountain flower. And just a pinch of salt to wash it down. Scaly foliota, I think these are fine to eat, but I should take just a small part of the stem there, just to be sure. I'm not going to eat the skeever tail. I can, however, crunch down some wheat. I feel rather strange. I don't feel alright at all. I think I shall just stand here a bit and wait until the dizziness goes away.
You here for lessons like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something?
No, sir, I'm currently dizzy because I've eaten half a bloody forest worth of ingredients. Just please let me wait here and just regain my composure for a bit, thank you. And this is where we will end this Let's Play. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Trestle 242. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you and bye bye.